Good morning. It is March 11th, 10:30 in the morning. I have to be in Ottawa, Illinois at 14. I load at 14:45. Got to be there an hour early. 13:45. I plan to be there much earlier than that. Hopefully I can get in the bay, get this nasty mess of a trailer sorted out, get my A-frames taped up and styrofoam A-frames, and get ready to get some glass on board. I have 7:39 on my clock. That's my total day. That's all I have. I could not make it to Ottawa last night. I was 30 minutes shy, 34 minutes shy. I'm okay with that. I would have liked to have made it, but I preferred getting a shower. So I went ahead and stopped. I couldn't make it anyway, so I didn't stop at this Pilot so I could get a shower. I'd rather stop at the Loves, but was none in this area. Let me restate that. There is some in this area, but they were before where I am now. So I want to knock off as much as I could. And, so I'm going to start my clock, which is the sucky part. I'm going to start my clock to drive 30 minutes down there. And the only thing that's going to stop that clock's a 10-hour break. So I need 5 and change to make it to Owatanna. I don't see myself making it. I'll have to stop somewhere an hour or so shy and get a 10-hour break. I got an all-day open delivery tomorrow, which is not an issue. Owatonna, they usually get you really early. I'm hoping to not get there before. Haven't quite figured it out. There's going to be a lot of people probably there in the morning. So if I wait a little while, it'll probably be easier for me to get in. My clock's still not sitting here running. Don't know. After that, I don't know what I have in hours. It ain't much. I'm surprised I'm still running. I'm surprised I have this much recap, but I'll take it. Mileage for the week is a little shy because normally when I'm running recaps, I can run a full day almost. I can get a really good day in every day, but the way these runs have ran and stuff, I'm just getting little short hours every day, so it's going to hurt my overall mileage for the week. I'm still going to be over 2,000 miles and a live load, which will be helpful. I don't see myself making 3,000. If I do, it will be quite surprising. I got 18 something now. 34 more down there, and then to Owatonna, it is 391 more miles, and then whatever they deadhead me from there. So I'm going to be at 2,000 miles. Not a great week. I'd rather do 3, but it is what it is. I can't fix that with recaps. But we'll get down there. We'll get loaded. We'll get to Owatanna, and then we'll let you know what's going on from there. But that's kind of it. It's just right now, just sitting. I don't want to start my clock until I absolutely have to. And then we're just going to burn through it because ain't nothing. I can't stop it. So we'll talk. It's windy this morning. I hope you can hear me. This is not the way you do a trailer. Obvious reasons. This is the way you do the old DG5, if I remember correctly, because of the way it's set up. But you can see they just wrapped the straps up there. Just wrapped them around, and the wind tears them all to pieces and shapes them all up. That's not the way you do that. That's just laziness right there. As you can see, the Kevlar wrap on that one's all damaged and destroyed now because it was just not done right. You wrap them around these metal frames, the wind just starts destroying, shaping the straps all up, and it takes longer to undo it and mess with it. But you know, some guys do it that way, just leave it for the next guy. And since I haven't unwrapped it, I mean, it's a mess. This trailer's a mess. You saw how neat and clean my trailer was. I don't know what somebody was thinking about on this one, but apparently they weren't thinking at all. So you can do it right, or you can do it wrong. Everything's standing in water, and we'll get her figured out. We'll get her straightened up. We'll get her loaded, get her unloaded. We'll put it back together the way it's supposed to be and drop it the right way for the next guy. Got some rain last night. Tractor actually got a little bit of a bath. One side anyhow, because I think it was blowing pretty hard. But we'll talk. Owatanna, Minnesota, Friday, March 12th. It's 10:42 in the morning. Basically everything I told you yesterday was not true. Okay, it was true, but I gotta work on the GoPro thing here because I'm trying to charge it at the same time. I don't like being charged and work at the same time. I rolled down there to 30 minutes, and within 15 minutes I was in the bay. So I was in there a little early, which was okay. That's always okay. This tarp was a disaster. I mean, you saw it in the video. All those ropes were just knots everywhere. Just a mess. The stop blocks were thrown in there. The pins were not reinstalled. This thing was just thrown in there. It took me longer to sort that tarp out than it did to retarp it once I got the glass on. Total time there was 3.5 hours. That's including getting it ready, glass on, retarping, covering everything with plastic, doing my paperwork, doing my log stuff, and getting out of the bay. So that worked real good. And I started rolling toward Owatanna, and I had a 12-minute window. I'm like, I'm gonna make this. And I wasn't gonna make it till 1 o'clock, but the light bulb never went off in my head till my ELD changed it after midnight. I picked up driving hours for the next day. So I got here with 2 hours and 55 minutes left on my clock instead of 14 minutes or 12 minutes, whatever. When you roll into the next day, it gives you those driving hours. But if you've been driving before that next day, you won't get them full hours. So in my case, you can have 11-hour driving day. So let's say the next day I have 11 hours driving day, but I drove 5 hours on Thursday, and I pick up 11 on Friday. I don't get that 11. I only get 6. Does that make sense? Because they're not going to let you go over that 11-hour driving day regardless of what the clock says. So it gave me, it would have given me more hours, but I didn't have any hours left to drive really the next day, so it couldn't give me all of them. I'm going to go in here. I have an hour left before I gain my time. I'm going to go in and drop my paperwork off, let them know that I'm here. Basically, I just take the bill of lading and I put my truck number on here, my phone number on here, and they call me, tell me what bay to back into. From here down to DeWitt, Iowa. DeWitt, Iowa. And then I have a Monday delivery in Ohio, Utica, Ohio. Never been there. There's several places in Ohio, even though I live there, I've never been there. I've never delivered in Hamilton, which is about 10 miles away. I've never been to this place in Ohio, which is east of Columbus. I'm going to drive all that today and tomorrow. That'll put it all on this week. Because next week's going to be really, really short. I could drive it, I could kick back, relax, and drive it Sunday, which would give me some more money on next week, but it's all the same. You know, pay me now, pay me later, it still comes out. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot going on. It's beautiful here. It's a little cold, 34 degrees. I'm out of laundry, I'm out of everything, but I'm going home Monday, so I can suffice till then. I looked at the PFP scoreboard this morning. I'm still like number 7th or 9th or something. Still 6 cents a mile. I'm okay with that. I got to really look into it and see what's dragging the numbers down, but I would think it's out of route. I may have not told you. I was trying to get off the Florida Turnpike, and I had my signal on, and I got in the turn lane, and where I was going, there was a road for an exit for north, and in the same exit, there's an exit for south on this road I need to get onto. As I put my signal on, my alarm goes off and tells me there's something on the right. Well, a lot of times that's guardrails and stuff. This was some douche nozzle that was passing me in the emergency lane on the exit ramp. So I couldn't make the turn because he cut back across the front of my truck, across the front of another truck, and back onto the interstate while flipping us off. Couldn't wait that 3 seconds. His life is worth about 3 seconds. Probably had to do it right. I made the turn. I'd have put him up in the shrubberies. You know, he would either hit the side of the semi or went up into the trees. You know, you get tired of this crap. You really do. You know, you try to do your job, be as safe as you can, and you got asshats like this that just, you know. So what happened was I could not get off on that ramp. So I had to go up, and it cost me 53 miles out of route. This guy cost me 53 miles out of route. Because once you get on the turnpike, you're stuck. So I couldn't get to that exit ramp on the turnpike. So the way I wanted to go in the turnpike kind of run like this. So I had to go on up the turnpike, then back across to where I wanted to go, then up. Because it's a turnpike. There's not exits everywhere. So I didn't need that. But it is what it is. The glass I got on here is 6mm 130-204s. And it is, what is it? 45,000 pounds. I told you wrong how I was going to set the glass of this because I didn't look at my pre-plan real close. And I was going to set the glass like this, which you could. It's the same. But I set it like this. It was setting position 2, 3, 4, and 5. I gotta think here on my setting positions now. Yeah, it was 2, 3, 4, and 5 on each side. You could move them blocks back and forth. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm not sure there's a setting position in block 1, but anyhow. This is the big glass. It's the biggest stuff we haul. I think we can carry bigger glass on the new glass trailers, bigger than this. The problem with this glass is where it sits at. It always gets in a mess in the tarp on the front. You can pull the tarp as far as you want, and it's still hard for the unloaders to get their strap on. So most of the time, I climb up on the ladder and guide the strap in for them. It's quicker for them. It's quicker for me. And then after they start pulling glass, once they get it on there, walk the front of the trailer, step off on my tractor, let them pull the glass, then I pull the styrofoam off, and I'm ready for them to go again. I just back and forth, and get it off the trailer. Pretty quick here, not a problem. So we're going to walk in, drop the paperwork off. We're going to blast to Owatanna. I'm sorry. We're going to blast to DeWitt. We're in Owatanna. And I don't know when this load is actually ready. I think there's like a 2-day window on when this load could be ready. So I may not even get any of those miles today. 312 to 314. So it could be between now and Sunday ready. It's all right. I can only do what I can do. I just saw somebody landed in Carlisle. They won't get their load till Sunday. So sometimes we just go through these waves of lots of glass and then no glass. And the reason I'm probably going to sit there 2 days is they're working there to get me home. They got to, they can't just say, hey, you just dropped in Florida, drive home. That's just stupid for everybody all the way around. So they worked me into a place where normally I get to deliver in Ohio, sometimes in Michigan. It's happened the last 2 times it's been in Michigan. I'd rather be in Ohio. because the company saves money. When I'm driving around this truck, dragging this trailer home, deadhead miles, they're not making any money. They're burning fuel and you know, wear and tear on the truck and stuff. So if I can get a Glenny glass load home, that is like the cat's meow. 28 miles from the house. They make money sending me home. I don't get deadhead miles going home. It works real good that way. But we're supposed to get a step deck down there in DeWitt. Normally, very good loads come out of DeWitt. Very good loads come out of DeWitt. They're done right. Some of the best loads I've ever had is in Maverick loaders down in DeWitt. I'll be straight up honest with you. But we'll go in here and talk to the guys, see if we can get this glass off this trailer. And then basically, I think I got all day to get down there. It's 5 hours, 7 minutes. I'm going to get fuel, get a shower. Probably going to do that in DeWitt. There's a little mom and pop gas station there where we can buy fuel. One of the rare places that we can buy fuel that is not a Pilot Flying J. There's a few of them around. And I've spoke to that before. If you're going to make a scale there, we should be able to buy fuel there. Let's just make it one stop. That ain't the case in a lot of places. DeWitt has a scale there on property. It's a total weight scale. I showed how to scale the entire tractor on a single axle scale, which I said it was a single axle, but it'll handle a spread on a trailer. This is a total weight axle. Pull your whole tractor trailer on there, it tells you your total weight. I find that not very beneficial. I'm never going to be over 81,000 because there's none of our glass trailers can haul enough glass for us to be over 81,000. So this one here, you pull your steers on. It's basically doing exactly the same way as you did the single scale. You pull your steers on, write that down. Then you pull your entire tractor onto the scale and you write that down. And you subtract your steer tire from your total weight. That will give you your drives. Then you can do it one of two ways. You can pull on up, get the total scale, and back out your tractor weight from your total weight will give you your trailer. But what I normally do is I just pull on up, so the only thing that's on the scale is my trailer. I write it down, then I just total it out, make sure I'm not over 81,000 and I'm not over on any of the axles. Like I said, I scale every load. So I'm starting to get too many of the same truck pictures, though. They're gonna have to step it up, but that's a pretty fine looking machine right there. Let's go get some glass unloaded and get down to DeWitt.